Hi everyone, I'm your executive coach Yuri Galimidi. Like many other Americans and people around the world, I feel an enormous amount of visceral distress and anger because of what is happening in the country. In my search for some solace, I turned to a powerful interview that Oprah Winfrey conducted in 2013 with the Vietnamese Buddhist monk and global spiritual leader Thich Nhat Hanh. In the early 60s, Thich Nhat Hanh launched a massive peaceful protest against the war in Vietnam. And in 1967, he was nominated by Dr. Martin Luther King for the Nobel Peace Prize. He has written more than 100 books, and he was a lecturer at Princeton and Columbia universities, amongst others. In 1975, Thich Nhat Hanh was denied entrance into his country, Vietnam, and subsequently he established his home in the south of France, where in 1982 he founded the Plum Village Buddhist Monastery. And today, his movement has several Buddhist monasteries around the world and many followers all over the world. Sadly, in 2014, Thich Nhat Hanh suffered a major stroke and has not been able to speak ever since. In November 2018, at the age of 92, he returned to his homeland in Vietnam to spend his remaining days in his birth country. To me, Thich Nhat Hanh is the epitome of compassion, kindness, and hope. He has this peaceful aura around him which imparts calmness on everyone in his presence. His practical, minute-by-minute philosophy on life is guided by his lifelong training in mindfulness meditation. Being deeply connected to our present moment experiences, feelings, and emotions with openness and curiosity and without judgment. Whenever he faces even the slightest challenge, Thich Nhat Hanh goes immediately into deep breathing meditation, which brings him the clarity, presence, and judgment to produce the best possible outcome for the challenge he's facing. Thich Nhat Hanh believes in his core that the only way to resolve conflict of any kind is through compassion and deep listening, aimed at alleviating the suffering, frustration, and anger of the other person. You do not try to persuade, you do not try to correct whatever you think are the wrong perceptions of the other person. You only focus on deep, compassionate listening with only one purpose in mind. How can I help this person suffer less? As I listen to people on the other side of our national divide, I wish I could have this invaluable skill of just listening compassionately, striving to understand the other person without judging them, without judging their values or their beliefs. Anger is the energy that people use to drive their actions, says Thich Nhat Hanh in his interview with Oprah Winfrey. But when you are very angry, you are not lucid, he says. So you might do things that you will later regret. Sadly, we have seen this anger manifest itself so many times in the past few weeks and months and even years. But compassion is a much better and stronger and more powerful energy, says Thich Nhat Hanh. It has a healing power that anger can never produce. Mindfulness also helps us learn from our suffering, from our anger, and from our greatest crises in life. And if we can find ways to implement these learnings, we can produce hope for a much better future for all of us. I invite all of you to listen to Oprah Winfrey's interview with Thich Nhat Hanh by clicking on the link below. And please share your thoughts and comments either in the comment window below or by emailing me at yuri@thewilltochange.com. And until my next video, please stay safe and healthy. Take care.